Hello there lovely people of YouTube, my name is Katie and you're watching my channel Superconsole, where today I am going to be reviewing this game. It's Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. I've always been fascinated by the world of idols, and big idol groups in particular, from the likes of Perfume and SHINee to EXO and AKB48, which is why when I first saw a glimpse of the trailer for Shin Megami Tensei X FE, as it was known at the time, I was pretty excited by the concept of two franchises that I love, well, Persona and Fire Emblem, morphing together with a superbly niche layer of idol culture, RPG gameplay and a smattering of gorgeous anime cutscenes thrown in for good measure. And the final product did not disappoint, and while it might be the most unmarketing friendly video game name ever, and it's 80% Shin Megami Tensei and only 20% Fire Emblem, it never felt like one game really or the other, rather its own kind of flavour of JRPG. But I never felt that the idol elements ever overshadowed the core RPG gameplay, and once you get down to it, it's one of the most fun, light-hearted JRPGs I've played in a really long time. But maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. What is Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE? I mean, when you even look at the box, you can't really tell what it's actually about. It doesn't even mention Fire Emblem or Shin Megami Tensei on the box at all, which is another point. So, what is it? You play as Itsuki, a teenager who, along with his friends, become involved in a secret organisation called the Fortuna Entertainment Agency, which defends Tokyo from evil spirits called Mirages, think Persona's shadows, unseen by the mass population. But that's not all. Fortuna also doubles as an idol agency, producing the hottest talents to grace the land, who, incidentally, also double as Mirage Masters, people who use their performer to take down evil spirits and free those trapped by their curse, or something. It's a storyline as bizarre as expected, but interesting enough to keep dragging along for the rest of the weird and wonderful ride. Just like the story, the battle themselves and stages are wildly over the top, pumping with high-energy music and bursting at the seams with bright neon colours. To fit in with the pop star idol theme, battles take place on spotlit stages, with your team of fighters as performers, working in a turn-based fashion to take down enemies with dramatic theatrics and flamboyant moves, all with a J-pop flair, dancing with mic stands and signing air autographs between each deadly strike. One of my favourite battle animations is when you switch teammates and they strut onto the stage in the most flamboyant and over-the-top way, and they act like they are the biggest diva on earth, and it is brilliant and glorious. The battle system itself is an odd blend of SMT and Persona's use of elemental strengths and weaknesses, think Zio, Agi, Bufu, etc., and FE's weapon triangle. And while it's a bit hard to imagine coming together, it really works. But the main battle feature which sets Tokyo Mirage Sessions apart is the addition of sessions, which are essentially chain attacks between your characters, which activate when you successfully strike an enemy's weakness. It's amazingly rewarding to see pals Itsuki, Tsubasa and Toma working in tandem to deal an incredible amount of damage to a boss creature, and in all of my playtime I never got bored of watching the spectacular accompanying animations. So why does Chrom and Co come into this? Well, Fire Emblem's Chrom, Shida, Tharja, Kain, Virion, amongst others, are Mirage partners of the main characters, who morph into powerful weapons in battles and level up with the help of Tiki, who is now less dragon and more Hatsune Miku, an ultraloid idol who lives in a flower garden and provides you with upgraded weapons and skills every so often. Apart from that, Fire Emblem references are pretty few and far between, and to be honest, most of the time I completely forgot Fire Emblem's involvement for the whole game. It wasn't until I'd level up and hear that random little level up sound effect that I'd even remember that Fire Emblem was a part of this deal, or maybe when I used an item like a Master Seal, but that's about it. The art style is a fantastic blend of anime, bright bold colours and stylised, good-looking, beautifully rendered and well-animated character models. Its Tokyo setting is great, with Shibuya mapped out nearly exactly as per real life. I instantly went and visited Hachiko, who was waiting patiently by the exit to the JR Shibuya station, just as he should be. I was, however, slightly disappointed that Shibuya's giant crossing wasn't integrated into the world map, as to me, it's one of the real focal points of the city and perfectly epitomises the hustle and bustle of Tokyo life. But hey, you can't win them all. The game itself takes roughly 60 hours to complete, most of which I'd put down to going back and forth, trying to figure out each dungeon's rather tricky puzzle, backtracking through areas to complete wacky side quests, and generally faffing in Tokyo. I reckon you could probably smash through the game in about 40 to 45 hours if you're really in a hurry. Unfortunately, TMS does suffer with rather long and frustrating loading screens, but on the plus side, this game does also see arguably one of the best uses of the Wii U's bulky gamepad ever, and that's for managing your virtual idol social life. The gamepad acts not only as your in-game sat-nav and menu manager, but also as your mobile messaging hub called Line, which is actually a real thing by the way, with side characters sending you emojis and stickers and reminding you to bloody finish that quest you started 30 minutes ago, but then got distracted and went shopping in Hiho Mart. Although it may be incredibly niche, TMS is actually really accessible, but I couldn't help thinking the whole time that it just lacks the emotional depth and detailed character development that are seen in the likes of games like Persona, with its amazing social link system. But apart from turning Chrom into some kind of emo overlord, like what have they done to you? I mean, that's really all the nitpicky comments I have. Other than that, it's a wonderful game. It's an unashamedly happy clappy jaunt into the world of idols and J-pop, free from the reality and pains of stardom, and sometimes you've just got to love it for what it is, and bop along to those amazing anime performances of Kiria's reincarnation and Tiki's Beastie game until you start farting rainbows, Pocky and Unicorn. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this interesting and perhaps you're now reconsidering Tokyo Mirage Sessions. The fact that we've even got it is insane. Who would have ever thought that a Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem crossover that doesn't even really heavily feature Fire Emblem has made it here? That's incredible, especially considering it's for the Wii U, right? So thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you soon. Bye!